The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors, Amazon.com and tpublic.com. Listeners, beware. Coming straight from the Mouths of Madness, I'm one of the hosts, Lowdown. With me, as always, is...
F.U. Hunter. What's up, you candy-giving bitches?
Yeah, I mean, candy giving, candy stealing, candy smashing. So, all right, who willingly wants to take candy from a fucked-up-looking clown?
I don't know, man. Sometimes you're in that...
No.
You're in that sugar rush, man. You're like, fuck it. I know this looks dangerous, but fuck it. Might as well.
Never.
Yeah.
No, I honestly can say
I don't
never.
know, man.
Never.
What about taking from creepy-ass looking motherfuckers, putting razor blades in that shit?
Dude, that shit was fucking rough, bro. Like, that whole scene, I was like, this dude deserves a bloody death.
Yep.
He deserves to die bloody.
I'll say this about horror movies, just in general. The few where they've had the asshole who puts razor blades or fucked up shit in candy or apples or things like that, they usually pay the price by the end of the movies.
Except for Halloween 2. You never know who put the fucking razor blade in the kid that went to the hospitals, that scene in Halloween 2.
That's true.
He just opens up his mouth and there's a fucking giant razor blade between his upper fucking lip, jaw area,
right, but
and
I'm
his
saying
tongue.
when we see the character go, fuck kids, and put it in there, they're fucked. They're going to die.
Yeah.
They're going to die. And as they should.
Yeah, then they should. That dude had it laid out, man. He had fucking the little small pumpkins. He was injecting shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was more than razor blades, dude. He was
really hated fucking kids.
He really hated. Yeah, it was terrible. And they were the ones that came were so cute. You're like, why? Yeah. Why do you hate kids so much?
That's the way it rolls.
Anyway, so tonight, a new movie release. It was actually a 2020 movie that released in festivals, but didn't make it to VOD or hard copy until 2021, thanks to
shit. Fucked up shit.
Yeah, I mean, the way of the world right now.
Yeah.
On the chopping block is Bad Candy. It's an anthology series.
I would say it's one of my favorite formats. I fucking love... If you got a short attention span sometimes, these anthologies are fucking great.
Truth, but also if you want to cram a bunch of awesomeness of different... especially when it comes to Halloween, if you want to cram in all the tropes and the different styles of horror into one movie... That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Because think of, you can have supernatural, you've got your slasher, you've got just your monster. You've got all these different things that you can cram into one movie when it comes to an anthology film.
Yeah.
And with Halloween, and you want to talk about all things spooky, that makes sense to do an anthology Halloween movie.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Trick or Treat.
Well, that's kind of this. I feel like in the past 10 plus years, I guess that's the standard. The high standard is Trick or Treat, because it's not just an anthology, but it interconnects, it backtracks, it has callbacks. Like, it's not story, break, story, break, story, break. It literally intertwines.
It's not your traditional
and I think that's what makes
it's not like
that
Creepshow
stand out, yeah.
Or Body Bags, or, it's not your traditional anthology where it's bam, 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 and they're just different stories. And there's an overarching story that connects, like, Creepshow or Mortuary Collection, or Body Bags. Well, no, Body Bags, it was just Carpenter narrating it.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're right. Trick or Treat really did bring that Magnolia crash effect to horror.
Yeah.
Where everything comes into play.
I know we already did a thing on Trick or Treat, but yeah.
No, actually, we didn't.
I thought we had done one.
No, we didn't.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah, no.
I fucking love that movie.
We just talk about it a lot.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, definitely this movie got inspiration from Trick or Treat.
You think?
Maybe a little bit. But they did create their own character who, on their own right, Bad Candy is fucking creepy.
Yeah, he is creepy. I'll say that.
He is creepy.
He's not cute and creepy like Sam, so...
Sam's cute until he takes his fucking sack off.
Yeah.
Then he's not cute anymore.
Even before he takes his sack off, we forget, he was murdering the fuck out of people throughout that movie.
No. Up until the point he took his sack off, he was cute, even murdering people.
Yeah.
When he took his sack off, he's not really cute. He
didn't have the candy bar with the razor blade. It was pretty cute. So.
Yeah, and then then again, his sack came off, and you're like, oh, you're an ugly motherfucker,
you
too.
You literally have a pumpkin head.
Yeah, you need to put that sack back on, bro. Like, that sack ain't helping you anymore.
But you can definitely tell, the director of Bad Candy was like, I kind of want my Sam, my kind of centralized character through these different stories. So,
and that's what you get. And they definitely try to sell it with some star power. But before we get to star power, we just need to mention the directing team of Scott B. Hansen and Desiree Connell or Cannell. I don't know how to pronounce it. I mean, it could go either way.
yeah.
But I think the predominant writer was Scott B. Hansen, and then Desiree came in as a co-director.
Okay.
So that's the writing / directing team, and then pretty much the star power of the film. The names that will bring people is you get Zach Galligan, who you know from Hatchet 3, Gremlins,
Yeah.
right? Because he did do good in Hatchet 3. He did great. Like he was a sheriff,
Yeah.
right? So
Oh, and was it Waxworks?
the remake?
Yeah, the one from the 80s. Not.
Oh yeah, the one on the Waxworks. Yeah, from the 80s. Yeah. And then you get fucking Corey Taylor, which anybody that's watched the 2 parts of In Search of Darkness so far,
I didn't realize how much of a horror nut he was till.
When you realize the newest mask he has, and I believe the last mask he did on the 4th album prior to this mask were both made by Tom Savini.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to Tom Savini...
But you could not be involved in huge horror and know, hey, Tom Savini's the way to go. I mean,
why would you want to go to Tom... Yeah, for horror fucking shit. Why would you... Like, that is not a good example.
I'm just saying, I was impressed, especially with part 2 of In Search of Darkness, because there are some deep cuts in that, and he pulled out some
part 2 is all about the deep cuts.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's all in that. I was like, all right, man, you're not just kind of generic. You know some shit. So I have a bigger appreciation for him after watching those 2 documentaries.
And I think he actually does really well in this film for what he is. He plays a DJ called Chili Billy. So the movie centralizes around a radio station. It is Psychotronic FM 66.6.
Yeah, that's probably the one thing that dates this movie is a radio station. I don't know, but
it dates it, but it doesn't because they all have smartphones. So it's weird.
Yeah.
Right? Like maybe if they had a podcast.
Tune in. You know? How do I get my phone to tune in to your radio station?
You'd go to the website.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, but maybe
it's kind of a older concept.
Maybe if they live streamed a podcast, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. But anyway, this is a little mishap there, folks. But also, they could have been writing this in 2016,
but they did
and podcasts weren't.
They did the same thing with the Christmas one with Shatner, where he's a radio host also. You know.
Christmas Story.
No, is it Christmas Horror Story?
Christmas Horror Story.
Yeah.
Well, also they did the same thing with Tales of Halloween, where it's got fucking Adrienne Barbeau back as basically her character from The Fog.
Yeah, exactly.
As a radio DJ.
Right, but The Fog came out and...
There's something about radio, and I think when they do that, they're appealing to the older fans.
Yeah.
Because at least when I watch it, and when I watched Tales of Halloween for the first time, the year it came out, was it 2017, 4 years ago? There's something about that because you really are isolating 2 people into a business location that are spreading stuff out live at that moment to the rest of the area.
That's true.
And I think that I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like that does add to like how even if you're just by yourself in a radio booth, or if you're you and one other person that's your sound guy in a radio station, it kind of, you 2 are celebrating the spooky on your own, but you're also delivering you're delivering all this awesome spooky to the masses, but you're locked in this one area delivering spooky pretty much to each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm thinking of that the right way or not, but like there's something to me about a radio station that will always be spooky, and The Fog probably had a lot to do with that.
Because The Fog has one of the best ways of utilizing that when she's literally trying to use the radio station to reach out to somebody, save her fucking kid. You know, like, she's like, hey, anybody listening? You want to go fucking swing by and save my kid from the fog? Like, you know, that's the best use of that.
Please save my kid.
If that were to happen now, the kid's fucked, because...
Well, dude, I know tons of people still listen to radio, though. There's some people that still listen to radio.
That's true. And it was a small town, so...
And it was a small town.
Yeah.
You know, It's Salem, New Salem?
Yeah.
New Salem is where this takes place. But yeah, so you've got Zach Galligan plays basically the sound guy, the answer the phone, patch the callers through guy, Paul. And then you've got Corey Taylor who plays the main DJ, and he is Chili Billy.
Yeah, of course he is.
I wonder if that name came from Billy from Creepshow. That's the first thing that came to my head, and I could be overthinking it, but I'm just like...
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I just think he was going for a generic name.
Just call me Billy. Everybody does. Because Adrian Barbeau was a DJ, and her name was Billy in Creepshow. And Creepshow took place for Halloween. I overthink things, and I'm pretty sure that I just went too far.
We'll have to find out.
We need to find out. Someone interview Corey Taylor.
Or just at a concert in between songs, just yell.
It's like, basically, what they do at Halloween, or as they call Hell Hallows Eve. Oh, Jesus. I can't say that shit straight. Hell Hallows Eve. They basically go through lore, myths, legends, trauma of what has happened in the past throughout the town.
Yeah.
So that's what turns into an anthology story. And that's basically it. I mean, okay, first off, I don't want to go in chronological order, but we might have to. The first story was shit.
I remember thinking, there's something familiar about this first story. We covered Tales from the Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is. The first story is taking one of the segments from Tales from the Hood, traumatized child that can, use their drawings to bring out monsters, to abusive stepdad. But there you go.
But like, the first monster was a fairy, and then the second monster was this cute, weird, fucking...
Maybe that's their way of going, see, it's not the same, but still, traumatized kid drawing shit that comes to life and fucks up stepdads or people that wronged you. I feel like I'd already seen that. Okay?
And this segment gave you, right out the gate, because it's the first segment, a window into what you can expect effect-wise throughout some of the movie. Because that CGI was bad. Ugh. When she's like sucking his soul out.
I think most of this movie, some of the creature effects.
There are good practical effects.
I think that's where all the money went to.
Yeah.
And then they went, well, shit, I guess we'll have to type it in and do everything else. Because, some of the makeup and some of the creatures in this looks really fucking good. Some of the effects, very much shit. We're out of money. What can we do?
Yeah. And the other thing that gets brought to light during this segment is that she drew this character that ends up being the main character, which is and I will give it for character development and creating a new image of a horror character is it's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
But there's this clown. And that's actually Bad Candy. That's like who the clown, like in the credits, that's the name of the clown is Bad Candy. And the girl from the first segment draws it because, as we said, what she draws comes to life. So when she draws that character and it comes to life, it's alive the rest of the movie, and it's all taking place on Halloween night. Now, so the first one was kind of, I could do without that. But the second one was fucking uncomfortable. That's where they eventually, so there's this giant party for like the late teens, early 20s into late 20s group of the town, and everyone's of course trying to get fucked up, get fucked, basic young shit, right?
Yeah.
I can say it now because I'm 37.
Those kids.
Yeah, those fucking kids. But anyway, before her, there's a drug dealer.
That's right. Is that the bathroom one or my?
The bathroom one. That one was fucking rad, dude.
But it's not really this where some of them are not really stories of just shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens. Yeah,
I just say because his story is him getting fucking murdered.
His story was
because that one segment was not that long.
Well, it started in the party.
Yeah.
You follow him all the way. It's not that long, but it is a segment, right? And he's like this. He's a drug dealer. He goes to this main big party that happens, and the party comes back throughout the rest of the movie. And then he goes to a convenience store, and there's 3 hookers, and then he goes in, makes a deal with somebody in the convenience store, buys his beer. It's basically like a day in the life of this dude before it gets to this fucking disgusting fucking bathroom.
Oh yeah,
dude,
yeah,
that was horrible.
And that's one of those things you can get away with. It's just make the bathroom as gross as shit in this horror movie, and you're like, see, this is fucked up, and you're about to see some more fucked up.
So there was shit stains and just grossness, and then there was also a glory hole, and it was just
some sprayers have been in there.
It was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad. And
how do you do that, by the way? I'm sorry, but in these movies where you have the really gross bathrooms, it seems like this motherfucker would have to get off the toilet and just aim at the fucking wall behind the toilet. Because I'm like, how does shit get that high up? How? No.
No.
Yeah.
Unless you
That's a purpose. That's on purpose.
unless
like
you-
you're trying to get in the toilet and it's just an explosion.
Unless you wiped your ass and then like you just smeared it on the wall.
Yeah, but I'm talking about just like, spackled like everywhere. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Sit on the toilet, it goes in the water, right? God damn it.
So that seems really gross and uncomfortable, but there's a tie-in to the killer later on. The next big one is the one chick dressed like as a nurse.
That's right.
Who's hot as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But then she's waiting on a dude, she gets a text, and then the dude says, hey, you're fucking creepy and weird, I'm not showing up. And then her boss asks, hey, you need to cover for me, you gotta come into work. So because she got told to fuck off, basically, and then her boss asked her to come in, she goes into work. This gets really fucking gross.
This is
like a crossing the line.
Where it's like,
this is crossing the line.
Let's give you a little shock here, and I appreciate fucking go for it most of the time, but this one I was just like, this segment's kind of unnecessary, and
it's gross.
You know what?
Gross.
I don't need to see is corpse fucking. Let's just say it.
Yeah.
We don't need to see corpse fucking.
We don't see corpse fucking. Like, we're all...
I know they say, okay, she's on drugs, she's fucked up.
She did take acid.
I understand, but man, how much acid are you on where you're like, I mean, I guess that's her thing anyway, but man, it took me out of it a lot because it's just like unnecessary.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it was also because she was on acid and clearly she was feeling rejected. So like, I think there was a lot of internal going on that they couldn't show in the movie because it didn't project well.
Yeah.
But there was some other stuff going on there because that was fucking gross. And I'm saying that like the actress, I forget her name, but like she was fucking gorgeous. Not just like hot.
Nice little number
like,
on too.
Her body was on point, like from like neck down, tits, ass, great, but also like her face, she was beautiful.
Yeah.
She was a beautiful woman.
She doesn't need to fuck corpses.
She doesn't need to fuck corpses. She doesn't need to fuck corpses.
Like, I'm a living man, goddammit. Why are you fucking these corpses?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry, folks. I specified that because I don't want to sound like a piece of shit, but it's like, no, like from neck down, yeah, she was stacked. She was smoking as fuck. Like, giant tits, juicy hips, fat ass. She was hot. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is like, there's a lot of chicks that are hot. No, like, her face was beautiful. Like, why would you, like, from like the top of her head down, she shouldn't, like, there's no issue. And, like, why is she fucking corpses?
And my question was, is this, like, because of the acid and, like, oh, shit, I'm fucking a corpse?
Well, and chugging the vodka. That probably
or is this a regular thing and just so happens
is that why she's creepy? Is that why she's creepy?
Like, yeah, because you don't really know if, like, oh, well, it's Tuesday night and I'm at work, so time to...
Rub one out on a corpse?
Yeah.
It's basically... Because... Like, I'm watching this with my wife, and she's like, how does that even work? I'm like, well, I didn't want to say it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's rubbing it out. Because, like, there's no way the dick's going to go in, so she's just rubbing on the...
Well, it depends. I don't know. I can I base it off of Clerks? I don't know. She fucks a dude that has a heart attack.
Well, that dude died looking at porn, so he died with a heart on.
Yeah, exactly.
See, there's the difference. This dude died. There was no tent pole, so she's just literally rubbing on a corpse. So, my thing is, referencing back, was she... having sex with the dude who stood her up, and she got really weird, and then that's why he's saying, like, hey, you're fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Is that, because apparently she's comfortable with, like, having dead dudes grab her tits and rubbing one out on them. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just, again.
I mean, necrophilia is a thing, dude. It's a thing.
It is, but it doesn't have to be in my movies. Can I just say,
I don't want it.
It's
disgusting. And we're not being prudes. It's fucking gross.
Yeah.
Okay? It's disgusting. Ed Gein was a necrophilia. Look what he did. Like, there's people that, I mean, it's fucking gross. Anyway, so that one was unsettling. And then there's the...
and you kind of could pick up on where the payout, I mean, like what's going to happen, which is, oh, there's all these dead bodies. There you go. And
but then she got locked in the freezer.
Yeah.
Which is fucked.
Yeah.
Freezing to death. Ugh. It's like, that's why The Shining's so horrific to me. It's like, there's so much horrific shit during the movie, but the ending, and you're like basically freeze to death, that's just horrible. Like, ugh. All right, I'm not gonna go through every story because there's some bad ones, but
I think we should.
My favorite's the Marine Vets.
The which one?
The Marine Vets.
Is that the vampire?
It's where, like, so you got the dude who was a Lyft driver, but it's called Free Ride, and that's how they interact. That's how they interject the different stories. Remember, he's like picking up different people from different stories, and he finally gets where he picks up the hooker, goes to a pimp, and then his whole crew shows up, takes out the pimps and his crew, and then you show up and you see other people from the rest of the other movie, and they're all just bad people.
Yeah, that's where they're in their undies with
the fucking jack-o'-lanterns over their head, and like you got the one buddy is like just saying you don't care how your actions affect other people.
Yeah,
you suck. And like, but their one buddy, because there's 4 of them, and the one buddy, when they, I guess at some point when they were overseas, got bit by a vampire.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm assuming is the problem,
or the solution, I guess.
or what happened to him.
Yeah,
like because they set this up every Halloween for him.
I just love the buckets of like, all right, and covering in blood. So like he's a vampire. I don't think he needs the incentive, but whatever. Like, yeah.
Well, then you got the one dude just running through town in his undies, fucking covered in blood and jack-o'-lantern head. Like that was pretty funny.
But yeah, that's probably the strongest one because I was actually like into the build up and the setup and everything like all right, okay.
Yeah, I dug that. I mean, I dug that one. I did. Because it was very violent. The only thing that kills for me is the creature effects. The practical effects were so hardcore on like the body and the face of the creature. Yeah. The fucking wings were bullshit.
Yeah,
look like fucking curtains. Okay, I'm sorry. Like I get. They're supposed
more
to be
close-ups on the face, less of the like.
Did you see that though? Like, and if not, go back and watch it because literally, when he lands the first time, everything's slimy and awesome looking, and then you see the wings close. You're like, that looks like my fucking curtain.
The obvious fast-forward CGI landing? I hate when it does that. Like, it's a superhero movie. Put some creepiness in that, not bam, earth-shattering landing. Just
he's not a superhero. He's
exactly
ominous.
Yeah.
It's like even Jeepers Creepers. As bad as 2 and 3 were, for other reasons besides the director being a piece of shit, when he landed, he was fly, fast, and he would slow land.
Yeah, they definitely wanted to have this one have the superhero landing.
No.
It was stupid.
No. There's no Black Widow. There's no...
But that's what I'm saying, because it would have been cooler for him to kind of sneak attack. There, it's like, I'm here, you're dead. Like, all right, whatever.
I mean, that whole kill-orama was pretty sick, though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
No, that's what I'm saying. The best segment had best kills, had a good actual setup where you're not like, okay, I know what's going to happen here. I actually was like, oh, no, good setup.
Yeah. The next segment that was good was when they tell the story. And by the way, in between each of these segments, there's a short clip
interaction
with the DJ and, so Chuck, Chili Billy and Paul kind of taking callers and so on and so forth. They're not long segments, but they're enough to let you know, like, they're the ones telling the stories on air. So the next segment that I think was enjoyable was what I call the after party.
Right.
Which is when you have the chick dressed as the SWAT member, and like this one dude wants to fuck her in the closet, and then she's like, nah, dude. And then like she goes home and you realize she's like rich as fuck. Like she had her parents died, but she left her a bunch of money and shit.
Yeah, trust fund.
And then you realize that the one of the friends from the first story, the witch girl that had the drawings that came to life
with the treehouse and shit.
yeah, was his older sister.
Yeah.
At the end of the segment. But basically the dude she rejected had already broken into her house with somebody else that was a douche friend, and he like terrorizes her through the house. And she ends up nail gunning his fucking foot, which was awesome. That shit was funny.
It was a good effect.
Now I will say, shouldn't stop. As soon as he was polarized with the nails going into his foot, right to the dick.
Yep.
Right to the balls, taint, I don't give a fuck.
You got a little time, so pick out different things. Make it a game, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, am I wrong?
No. Like, fucking go at it.
He's trying to rape you. You take out everything that you possibly can. That's how that works. You fuck him at that point. No, don't fuck him, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Like, why would you stop at his foot? If you fucking if you hit the right vein going through the fucking ball dick area, like, he's just gonna bleed out before he even gets to you.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I feel like they did a good job of initially making her like a badass, and then they made her a fucking punk. And that pisses me off.
Well, I think they made, badass enough to stop him, but not enough to torture him. Like, yeah.
No, but I was saying, like, that's what I want in my fucking final girls, man.
Like a little
because
twist,
we
like,
get that, like, oh, I got you.
You want some fucking, you're next.
Yeah, dude.
Where she's like, oh, you fucked up. No,
exactly.
I'm not gonna just, like, stop you. I'm gonna fucking
exactly
burn
put a blender on your fucking head. Like, that, I'm saying, dude, like, because that can happen. Like, that is a reality, and we're not still, and I feel like at times we're still not getting that.
Yeah.
We totally could have had that segment where she just fucks him up. But no, it was Bad Candy did it. That pissed me off. Like, I enjoyed the segment, because especially the end when like his head's on top of the slide and there's candy and like guts are falling out, you know, like basically Bad Candy rips this douche nozzle apart. So it had a satisfying ending, but not what I wanted.
Was that his head? I don't know because
he had to make America Great Again hat. Remember that?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
The prosthetic was
whatever.
Yeah, I know. But you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, no, you're right. But what I'm saying is, I want more final girls to just fucking go in. That fucking all right. I'm in this. Fuck. All right.
This is all as a result of Halloween 2018. Because
oh, dude.
Yeah.
Lori and the fucking daughter.
Yeah.
And the granddaughter realizing
badasses.
And the granddaughter realizing, oh shit. Okay. All right. Fuck it. Let's do this. But that's all. Like that was to me. It's the proper evolution of the final girl. We can't have the same shit. We need to see that these women can set up fucking traps and handle this shit too.
Yeah.
You know, like, because it can. That's a reality. And anyway, I feel like they wasted potential there. I really do. Like I said, still enjoyed the segment because the end result was still satisfying, but it could have been better. And then, really, all the other ones kind of suck. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, you've got the lame ending story that ties into like this burning.
Here's the thing I really want to put before we obviously say how we feel about it. It's longer than it should be, and
I didn't feel that though.
I did with some of these segments. I just didn't care.
Some of the segments, but the overall movie experience, I didn't feel like it was longer than it should be.
There's just a few things you cut out. The vampire one was good. There's a few ones I'm like, I'm patient, I'm good. Other ones I'm just like, this isn't gonna pay off, and it didn't fucking pay off. And then I'm like, I just wasted my time with this story. Like,
see, I dug the creepiness of the bathroom one, even though like you're right, it wasn't a segment. By the way, you realize that one of the vets was the one dressed as the devil that did the killing to the drug dealer in the rest stop bathroom segment, which was kind of cool. I
don't know. I feel like you had some detailed stories, and then you had some that were just filler, and I didn't care about the filler ones. And even some of the detailed ones I thought were weak as shit.
There's only 6. What are you talking about?
That's still 6. That's 6 on top of in-betweens on everything.
No, that's one of the 6.
Right.
It's counted as one of the 6, is the in-betweens and because the end result is a ghost story, which I was watching this, I'm like, why would they save these ghost hunters, like, their story for the last? That's weak. And then they go into this house, and because apparently this house had, I don't know, a kid who set it on fire, and and blah, 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 they never found him, or whatever the fuck.
The legend of all that shit, yeah.
But anyway, they go through the story of the ghost hunters, and then it come to find out that the kid who set the fire was Paul, who works at the radio station, and Bad Candy got sent after him, and then the radio station gets set on fire, and then Chili Billy realizes, oh, Paul, oh shit. And then, he finds Paul on fire, and then the fucking Bad Candy is chasing him, and then he runs outside, and then Bad Candy comes out, and at the same time, the chick who drew Bad Candy from the first segment rips the fucking picture, and then he goes away.
Yeah.
The ending was bullshit. I'm sorry. The ending was bullshit.
It's almost like we gotta
try to tie it in.
And this is where I've seen a better anthology movie recently that we've covered, Mortuary Collection, where you get to the very end.
Well, the ending was a sweet spot.
The payoff is fucking...
So not only do you have really awesome stories, the payoff of the overarching story is like...
The storyteller...
she's about to eat some kids.
The storyteller and the witness of it get involved, and the end result in Mortuary Collection is good, where this one is like, I don't care. I'm just like, whatever.
It was not, yeah.
Ooh, it was Paul. Like, I just didn't like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a few high points in this, but I'll just say for myself, I don't know if I'll ever really watch this again. So
I'll probably watch it again.
Okay, I'll probably watch it again, as in fast forwarding to the couple that I actually liked, and go from there. So
yeah, I will give it. I can't. It's hard for me to say. Like, I remember enjoying a big portion of the movie. I did have problems with other chunks of it. Oh, and by the way, we never talked about it. The fucking stepdad randomly hit this fucking dude at the beginning, and nothing came from that.
Nothing came from
What
it.
the fuck
I
was
thought
that?
this is gonna act back. You know what? The dude that got randomly murdered by the who's drinking and messing with his radio station and kills the fucking, never comes back to it.
Never.
Murders the shit out of somebody,
Yes.
and not a single person mentions this dead dude at the beginning of the movie. Yep, nothing. Like, he doesn't come back as a fucking
that?
zombie and kill somebody.
What the fuck was that?
Nothing. Just,
it was ridiculous.
Yeah, just pure manslaughter right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I will say that it skirts through the chopping block. Barely.
Wow. All right.
Like, barely. Because even though the three that I mentioned, even though it's uncomfortable, the mortician scene was fucked up. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it wasn't a good scene.
But it wasn't good. It wasn't like, I'm not going to pull people and go, dude, you need to see this fucking segment. Because I don't need to show that to anybody.
I'm sure there's people in the world that are like, hey, you need to watch this section. She got big titties and she's riding a corpse. Like,
yeah, okay.
I'm sure. It's feeding into, you know.
For me,
the Marine vets,
I love
the after party. So 50% of the movie I enjoyed.
For me, I'm such a big fan of anthologies. And man, I could just go through a list of the 10 that I'd put ahead of this.
I want to hear. Hold on, folks. I'm gonna put them on the spot. We got a little bit of time left. 10. Name 10.
Creepshow 2, Mortuary Collection, Trick or Treat, Tales from the Hood. God damn.
That's 5. That's 5, motherfucker.
I'll fucking pull some more.
Fucking 5.
Tales from the Dark Side.
Really? You have not talked highly of that movie.
Tales from the Dark Side?
Yeah.
Dude, we'll get into that.
Well, all right,
we need to cover that because the demon one where he's fucking a demon and she's like, you said something. That's fucking awesome, right?
All right. So that's 6. You got 4 more.
Motherfucker, man.
You said 10, motherfucker. No, you said fucking 10. I'm calling you on this shit. Come on. Keep going.
All right. Anthology. I can edit the shit out so I don't feel so bad about this. VHS. I'll put VHS above it. 1 and 2.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Over this? Yeah. Yeah. What do I got left?
I'm saying you don't like body bags.
This body bags and this are pretty close. I will say that.
All right. You got Mark Hamill, like, killing people in body bags. Come on, man.
But the Stacy Keach one is so fucking stupid.
Oh, with
I
the fucking hair?
hate that. I fucking hate that segment so much.
With the fucking hair?
Yeah, you know what?
Come on,
you
dude.
know what? Just because of that, this one outranks that, all right? The body bags one, that segment is fucking stupid. Fuck that.
You're forgetting one huge one that we've talked about, but I'm not going to give you a hint because apparently it's not a big deal to you. And it's been on my mind I thought you would mention that in the first, 5.
First 5? Fuck, man.
Yeah. Ooh.
I thought I covered it with Creepshow 2, goddammit.
Tales from Halloween.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Tales from Halloween, definitely.
Dumbass.
Definitely. Even though, again, there are some pretty...
There's a lot more in that, though. There's 15 in that movie?
Yeah, there's 15, and... Yeah, there are some misses 10. In that.
But in 15, there's 15 of them.
That's what I'm saying.
So, all right, one more? You said 10, motherfucker.
Fuck, all right.
Run your fucking mouth. Oh,
yeah,
let's go.
I know. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll just throw it out there. Tales from the Crypt. OG one. Before the show came out. Fucking Joan Collins. Stuff like that.
Wait, that was a movie?
That's a movie. Yeah.
Before
and
Demon Night?
This is before the show, and it literally has some of the segments you have on the show in the movie.
Really?
I put that over it.
I've never seen that.
Oh man, you got to check that shit out.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
and I don't know if you could find that.
You can find it.
Where?
Probably like Tubi or one of those random ass ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But fair enough.
Now I haven't seen in a very, very long time, and I saw that as a kid, so maybe it wouldn't hold up. But I would put that over there. Okay. And I'll be honest, I might just be struggling and wanted to think of another anthology one.
I'm pretty sure you were struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put that
and the listeners probably realize, like, I get it. You put them on the spot. It's fine.
Yeah. All right, I should have said 5. Fuck you. Yeah. Anyhow, but I just don't think I really need to watch this again. So for me, it doesn't pass.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The acting is so up and down. There's some it was terrible. The acting was atrocious in scenes, and some of it was really fucking good. Like I know they're kid actors, but man, they were stumbling. That first segment, they were stumbling over there. Like, that's not how kids talk.
Yeah,
and it was small things like that.
Well, it's
it's an independent movie thing.
It was like they wanted to incorporate Monster Squad.
Yeah,
in that treehouse
but
scene.
with bad actors.
Well, also, I mean, if you go back and watch Monster Squad, the dialogue's not great for those kids. So it's almost like they're like, hey, they got away with it. So cool.
Yeah.
Like, all right, so it doesn't pass for F.U. Hunter. It barely, and I do mean that, it barely passes me where I probably will rewatch it.
But you
at some point. Well, I do own it.
Okay, yeah.
Technically. So,
hey, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Is it going to be one of those that you own it and it's never ever going to be watched again? And you said you might watch it.
All right, so I feel like next year I will probably watch it again and then see how that goes if it drops. And we can give updates next year too, just by like hey, rewatch this. Yeah, didn't pass. So, let us know what you think about Bad Candy. It hit VOD back at the end of September. It has been for sale on Blu-ray this whole month. So let us know what you think. We're all open for new Halloween horror movies because we need more of those on Halloween. And always remember, check us out, GOIPodcast.com. All the shows on the network. You can go to our Amazon link, shop through Amazon like normal. Fucking we get a little kickback from that. All you gotta do is click through our link. It's awesome. Also TeePublic. All the shows on the network have designs. Some have 2 or 3. There's some nonsense designs up there too. There's also our spooky designs that got brought back. Definitely check that. There's a couple new spooky designs. Definitely check that shit out too before they go away. And as always, hit us up at lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Let us know what you think about the film if you decide to watch it after you've heard this. If you didn't even know the fucking movie existed or was coming out, because it was kind of low-key for...
Low-key for generalized, but I think some of the horror community knew about it.
Yeah. So let us know what you think about it. And until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.
Mike the Hobbit here,
Lowdown Brown,
inviting you to check out Geeks Under the Influence, a podcast that pairs booze with conversation with good friends.
and a little nerd culture.
We get a lot of colorful conversation out of our episodes, but it is here for everyone, no gatekeeping.
Always level up everything we do.
We'll punch up, never punch down.
Exactly.
So check out Geeks Under the Influence anywhere you get your podcasts and join us or die.
Shut the fuck up, Hobbit. Welcome to GUI Nights.
GUI Nights.
Yeah, I am Lowdown Brown. With me as always,
Mike the Hobbit.
this is the tangential side of GUI.
This is like so many of those other shows that has the after the show bit mixed with a little bit of Baywatch Nights, so it's a little sexier. It's a little bit after hours.
Also while tying it into the previous episode of GUI. So look forward to that too, because this comes out the week after the flagship hour-long episode.
So make sure to check out GUI Nights, and when you're done, you can...
Go the fuck home.
In a world ravaged by movie studios that keep rehashing the same things, only one podcaster has the guts to make it even worse. Join Mike the Hobbit as he traverses the internet to bring you some of the best and worst ideas for reboots, remakes, and reimaginings of some of your favorite and least favorite TV and film properties. Ideas like a John Waters He-Man movie, Fantastic Four the musical, and Aliens, done entirely with marionettes. What podcast would bring this evil upon the world? This is Smack My Pitch Up. Available anywhere you get your podcasts.
Hey guys, Scotty Big Daddy Preston here. That's right, the Geek Father, asking you to join me here every other week with friends and family of the GUI Network as we go through all the trials and tribulations of being a geeky parent. So remember, join us or cry.
My name is Amy Bogard.
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
And we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIpodcast.com.